Hello. Good afternoon. How are you this morning? I am back with my chats on the mat with you. Last month we were doing our Be Stronger Than Your Excuses challenge, so I was supporting the women doing that. But I'm back, so it will be Tuesdays, a couple of weeks, and it'll be every Wednesday, 12 o'clock. I'll be doing a chat on the mat. And this week, this month, my theme that I'm sharing and talking about is all about strong women. And that ties in with International Women's Day that's coming up. And it also ties in with Mother's Day here in the UK. And I'm celebrating with my members, with my clients, all about how fabulous and awesome women are. And so all my chats on the mats this month are going to be along that theme. And today I'm going to talk to you about loving your body more. What or how do you feel about your body? Are there bits of your body that you love? And are there bits of your body that you don't? And I'm sure there are probably all of us, there are bits of our bodies that perhaps we don't always appreciate or don't love as much as we could. Now, it's really interesting. I was doing some research, writing an article, which I'll share with you in a few weeks' time, looking at body image. And it's interesting how things have changed. When I grew up, there wasn't social media. Mobile phones were around, but we didn't have, the social media, Instagram and Facebook, LinkedIn, all of those platforms that we had. And when I was growing up, I don't remember ever being unkind to myself about my body. I don't ever remember looking in the mirror and being horrible to myself, saying, "Oh, you look fat. Oh, you look awful." I just don't remember it. And maybe I did. I don't know. But I think I would remember it. Equally, I do remember getting dressed up and being confident and feeling happy in myself. But I don't remember that self-talk in my head. I was just living life. I was just getting on with it, And what struck me is since I've developed my role with what I do now with Pilates and put myself out there online, that I have become more conscious of my body. So before, when I used to just teach my Pilates class, it never occurred to me about my body or what I looked like. I always just felt comfortable and happy with who I was and my body. And I wonder if it coincides with me putting myself out there on social media. And of course, when you do that, you are often flooded with, because of all the algorithms and everything, I often see a lot of feeds are sent my way of other fitness influencers. And in the research I was doing for this article, there was research showing that actually the impact of social media on young girls growing up and their body image, whether they feel positive about their body or not, and that actually it isn't just social media, because there was a group of girls that they showed just all sorts of images, but not other women, just images of trees and whatever on social media. And then there was a group that they showed images of fitness influencers, models, even their friends, whatever, on social media. And it was that had more of an impact. So I don't think it's necessarily social media per se. It's seeing these images of other people and comparing ourselves constantly to what is deemed or seen in society as an expectation of what women should look like. And there is that expectation, and this is what I've found, with teaching Pilates, I feel there's an expectation in my role that I should be presenting or coming across as, you know, I should have more muscle definition than I do, that I should really be doing videos and workouts with a crop top and, you know, my leggings so you can see my six pack. Oh, you'd have to look hard because it's not there. Because often we are sold fitness and exercise on how we look, and there is that subconscious message that if you follow that person or do what they're doing, you will look like them. But we're all different and we all have different bodies. And what's wrong with your body now? Why have we got to look like someone else? Can we not just celebrate our body and how it is, and love our, you know, love our body? For me, it's always been much more about what my body can do for me than how I look. And like I say, I'd had 3 children quite close together, and then I'm putting myself out here online as a Pilates teacher. So Pilates, you know for your core strength, and it helps to flatten the tummy. It helps with lots of things. But in terms of my image, longer tone, more toned muscles, that sort of thing. And I was always very conscious after I had my children of videoing myself, putting myself out there. And when I talk about your core and your neutral spine, I stand sideways and everyone's looking, they're looking right at that. And it was then that I started to become very, very self-conscious that, oh, crikey, I haven't got a six pack. I haven't got a super skinny body, you know. I don't sell what I'm doing necessarily on how I look. And I became, this was a few years ago, I became quite self-conscious about it. I'm much better now, because what I have realized is actually what I am portraying and sharing with you and women clients and followers and my audience is a realistic image, okay, of I am a busy mum. I have 3 young children. I don't always get to exercise the way I want, but you know what? I enjoy moving my body. And I know that I've had this conversation with clients and members and so on, that it isn't always about how we look. It's about how we feel in our bodies. Because if we feel comfortable in our bodies, if we love our bodies, if we feel comfortable, confident, we're going to hold ourselves in a different way. You're going to stand up taller. You probably will, by standing up taller, have a better posture. Your tummy will, it won't be sticking out so much because you won't be slouched and whatever. You just come across as you come across and look better as a result. I hope I'm explaining this okay. So it's the movement for me, and what my body can do comes first. And the byproduct is that because I feel good in my body and what it can do, is that I hold myself well, I move well, and I therefore feel good in my clothes and how I look. But I do think there is definitely, with the social media and images, that girls are more prone to see. It's more in your world, isn't it, than when I was growing up. I sort of had to go out and look and find these images, whereas now if you have a mobile phone, those images can easily come up into your streams, into your feeds, into your viewing, without you really always having that control over what you're seeing. And even if girls are seeing their family or their friends online, that still has an impact on how they see themselves. So what I've got for you today is 3 tips, 3 things you can do to love your body more. The first one is to write down everything that your body does for you. This is a bit of an appreciation of your body. Write down everything your body does for you. And if you stop and think about that, by golly, there's an awful lot your body does for you that we just take for granted. Just start with the heart beating. Without you thinking about it, it carries on beating. It pumps blood around your body. You're breathing. You know, it keeps you alive, and it just does all of this without any thanks. And often with neglect, and sometimes, you know, us not looking after it. So when you start to really think about what your body does for you, and you can really appreciate it, you start to love it a bit more, don't you? You sort of realize, hey, actually, my body's doing a pretty good job here of looking after me, of keeping me moving, of keeping me alive, keeping me doing everything I want to. Thank you, body. Thank you for doing that. And you appreciate it. So that's number one. Number two, move your body. Your body craves to move. It loves moving. We were born to move. And move your body in a way that you enjoy. Okay? I don't like running. And lots of people do, and that's fine. But I tried it once and I just could not. I just don't enjoy it. So therefore, I didn't want to do it. And I'd talk myself out of it, and it would feel like a chore. Hence, I never did it. Choose something you enjoy. Okay? I don't go to the gym because I get bored. But what I do love is I love ballet, and I love Pilates, and I love aerial silks, and I love dancing. And so that's what I do. But find what you love to do. What you love to do. Sorry, I just got a fly going across my face. Find what you love to do and enjoy moving. I talk more about how we were born to move and how important it is to enjoy moving your body in my book. Okay, enjoy moving and feel fabulous if you want to delve into it a bit deeper with me. And the third thing that you can do is to say kind things to yourself. And this is something I've noticed with my daughter as well. As she's growing up now, she's more self-conscious of how she looks and how other people might see her and judge her. And she said that someone in her class had said that she'd had got dark lines under her eyes, and now what's all she can see in the mirror. And she says, Mummy, I've got these dark lines. And she, it's very easy to say unkind things to yourself. But I said to her, why are you saying these unkind things to yourself? Would you say that to someone else? And she wouldn't, because she said, well, no, it's unkind. I wouldn't say anything. So why say it to yourself? Say things to yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Stand in the mirror with conviction and say, I am beautiful. I am strong. I look awesome. Stand in the mirror and look at yourself and say, hey, you know what? I'm looking good today. Tell yourself that you love your body. Thank your body. No one else has a body like yours. It's unique. So celebrate that and accept yourself for who you are. Don't try and be someone else. Accept yourself for who you are. So they're my 3 tips for you. 1, write down everything your body does for you and just take a moment to appreciate that. 2, move your body in a way that you enjoy moving. And 3, say kind things to yourself. Don't worry, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. You love yourself and your body. And I think it's important that we, if we're mothers as well, if we've got daughters, obviously I'm just talking about that, there will be the same for boys growing up and their self-image and so on, but I'm focusing on women. That's my point of view for this talk, is to be that role model for our daughters and for young girls growing up, that they are special, they are unique, their bodies are wonderful, and to love their bodies. So enjoy your body, love your body more, and be kind to it. It's looking after you. It's enabling you to do so many things. I will be back next week for another chat on the mat session. And yeah, look out for my blog where I've gone into more detail about body image and girls, and shared some of that research I've talked about as well. So take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, appreciate and love your body. Take care. See you soon.